Virgo? Go get something to sip on, Virgo. We're getting into your bonus January 2021 reading. All right, so it's going to be like from mid-January. We'll see how this goes. Virgo, go get something to sip on. We're about to get started. Everything from wine to alkaline water, you already know. Virgo. So, shuffling for you guys. The one thing that I did pick up on was like I kept like diet, like something about your health, something about your well-being, something about taking more care of yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys might even be like, again, if it's not you coming up with like a diet regimen, a routine, some type of exercise regimen or routine, detoxing. I feel a lot of that, and cleansing, right? And in the same token, I feel like all of those things are happening because Virgo, you know that sometimes you can go super quiet, right? And you don't want to tell anybody shit. Like you got a lot bottled in. You don't want to express it really outwardly. But the thing about it is, Virgo, I feel that intuitively you it's like you know that certain things need to be cut out, or you need to just stop certain shit, right? You just need to let go or just really cut things out. And again, I there's like this energy where it's like, you know how you don't want to let something go. It may cause a certain level of pain, certain level of heartache, or just a certain level of just discomfort because again, you were so accustomed to doing this or being with this specific person or doing this specific regimen, and now it's like it kills you to really come to that realization where it's like I gotta let a certain thing go. I gotta let a certain thing go. You may even find yourself having like a real deep discussion with someone. This could be a friend, this could be a romantic partner, this could be just somebody that you really vibe good with, that really listens to you, or you can just really pour it all out and really express your feelings or how you feel and say what you need to say to this person. I feel like that deep conversation is on the horizon. Like that shit's coming if it hasn't already. But I feel like with that conversation, that's where that new spark or that energy to start this new diet regimen or start this detox or this cleanse. This could be a spiritual cleansing, a spiritual detox where you're just really understanding that certain things have to be let go or cut out in order for you to see anything new, for you not to keep reliving or doing the same shit that's ultimately not benefiting you, right? All right. Woo, that was a lot. Virgo. What do I have for Virgo? Mid-January. Wow, that fell on the floor. I'll get it because I want to know what that is that fell out. But let's see what else we can get for Virgo. See, I be knowing, y'all. These cards don't be lying to me. These cards don't be lying to me. Let's pick up this off the floor. Reconciliation. I'm not going. It came out in the reverse when I picked it up, but yeah. Let's just see. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning. What I say? Look at this card, Virgo. Can y'all see that? Heart to heart conversation. Yes, I feel like there's that deep talk that I just was speaking of. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then we have separation here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Like, I feel like you already know that this needs to happen. Like, you already know that something needs to be severed. And I feel like this is what this conversation is about. Because I feel like someone from your past is coming back, and this is the person that you need to have this conversation with. This is the person that you feel like maybe it's really finally time for you to tell them that this has to stop. Like, this has to stop. Maybe you feel like, again, in order for you to get your shit on track the way you want, in order for you to have some type of stability in your life, this separation is inevitable, right? Virgo. Yeah, look at that. Ten of Pentacles here. Earth sign energy, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like in order, maybe, I feel like this situation is a situation that has been going on for a long ass time, Virgo. I feel like I say this so much to you. But I feel like this is a situation that has been going on for a long time. Maybe, you have really tried to build something with someone that was really, you thought that it was built to last, or you wanted it to be built to last. But I don't believe it just seems to me that, again, and we know in tarot tens can are endings, right? At this think with this Ten of Pentacles here, like this, I almost feel like I want to say the end of the road. Like, this is the end of what I thought was going to last forever. And again, that's what I feel like this heart to heart conversation is about. Maybe it's someone's going to be speaking to you. This person that's going to come back around is going to be speaking to you about how much they, love their family, how much they love to be, in this type of family dynamic, or how they really want. Or this could even speak to Virgo, like, no shade. Like, I almost feel a sense that maybe someone needs to come and talk to you and really tell you about maybe a family that they have, or a family that they already have that's set up, or some shit like that. Six of Swords is here. Six of Swords. Yeah, this is moving away. This is moving away to a place of peace, to a place of some calmer waters, right? Really just getting away. They could even be trying to tell you, Virgo, that maybe they're trying to get away from this. They left this situation. Maybe they left a marriage, or left a family, and this is what they're having this conversation to you about. They severed whatever ties that they had with whoever else or whatever else. And now they want to have this heart to heart conversation with you to let you know that they made this move, right? They made this move. But again, I feel like Virgo, I don't know, this Ten of Pentacles is just giving me that, like, there's just been so much. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, Seven of Pentacles, I was just about to say, I just feel like there's been like a wait. Like, there's been so much time that you've given this person to finally get to this point. And I feel like, after waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, it's like you had time to really analyze and assess the situation, right? Should I invest? Should I not invest? Like, should I keep giving this any life? What should I fucking do? And look at this. You got the Eight of Wands here, and Judgment. Judgment. All right. So it's like you've been waiting for this person to say this shit to you forever, Virgo, or vice versa. They've been waiting for you to say this shit to you, right? You've been waiting forever for this conversation, for this type of communication to happen. And with this Judgment card again, Judgment can also speak to reconciliation, right? So this conversation may open up reconciliation, or again, this could just be that final conversation. This could be that conversation where everything is just laid out on a table. You saying how you feel, they saying how they feel, and again, after this conversation, you still may feel the need to cut this off or to part from this. It's kind of like getting a certain level of closure, right? Getting a certain level of definity, like this is it kind of a thing. And I feel like, again, it's been something that you've been waiting on. And I feel like you already knew how you wanted this to end, or how you wanted this to work. Like, intuitively, you knew that this was probably going to be not the most comfortable thing. This was going to kind of fuck with you emotionally, some type of heartache, heartbreak. But I almost feel like it was necessary. It was necessary to have or to have had this conversation, whether it led to separation or not, Virgo, or whether it leads to a reconciliation or not. This conversation needed to be had. It was something that, like I said, I just feel like someone's been waiting on. Like maybe that's what they needed to finally get the fuck out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? This was necessary. Yeah, because look, sun card here. Yeah, yeah, it was enlightening. With the Ace of Wands, yes, yes. Like, it's like you knew that the only way that you can have some sense of happiness, some sense of joy, that energy back in your life, that passion back in your life, again, like I said, that jump start, that new opportunity, that new thing that you're focused on. Like now you can see that shit clearly. There's nothing blocking your view. There's nothing, there's no more mystery here, I feel like, Virgo. I feel like everything has been spelled out. And again, this is probably that spark or that thing that initiated that self care, where you just like, okay, this is done. Like, I really, like, again, like that cleansing, that detoxing, like, all right, I can see clearly now, that final verdict is in. I am ready to take hold of my life. Like, I feel like a new leash on life. Like, I'm ready to kind of really just let certain shit go, really understand why certain things, like, I feel like now, like, because of this heart to heart conversation, Virgo, it's open you up or enlighten you more to a situation, so where you're like, okay, all right, I see that I got to make moves. I see that I have to, do something new. I see that I need to put my focus onto something new. And I really believe that your focus is on you. Like I said, I feel like this diet regimen. I feel like an exercise regimen. I feel like you just doing more, better, taking more care of self, Virgo. Woo, that was deep. Virgo, I love you. This is your bonus shot for January 2021, mid-January, however you want to put it. I'll talk to you again next month, all right? Bye.